morning. Good morning, Howard Shop. Good morning, neighbors of the Chicago Transit Authority. Safety meeting. We're having a safety meeting. We are having a safety meeting at Howard Shop. Safety meeting at Howard Shop. Safety meeting on the outside for the neighbors and those who are off the clock. If you are on the clock, please do not leave. Do not leave. Stay in your work area. But enjoy the truth as we expose the criminal nature of these greedy, selfish employment transit agency that doesn't give a damn about who and what we do in service to the people of the city of Chicago. My co-worker, Brother Charles Allen, was severely injured and hospitalized by a hazard that he has been repeatedly complaining about at Howard Shop for years. I am a witness of his complaints and the uncaring, cold-blooded response of the CTA mismanagement. The area in which he works is designated for cleaning fans that keep our train motors cool. However, the mismanagers have been using that area to assign graffiti removal. The extremely harsh and slippery chemicals, they leave a residue that is very hard to remove. And that residue caused my co-worker to be hurt, and he is now in a neck brace, drugged up with painkillers because of the pain that he's suffering from a totally preventable accident. The CTA mismanagers know that graffiti removal is supposed to be done on the wash track location with safe scaffolding. But they ignore my brother's complaints because they are too lazy and complacent about following their own safety rules. Right here, the CTA safety rules are not being followed by the CTA management at Howard Shop, Harlem Shop, 98 Shop, 54 Shop, Midway Shop, Kimball Shop, and the other one.
Skokie? Skokie Shop?
I don't know about Skokie, man. Yeah, what the hell? Skokie too. Now check this out. After the murals are cleaned, they blame the co-workers who removed the murals. They want to blame my car servicer brothers and sisters for not cleaning up good enough. But it can never be good enough because that area is meant for cleaning motor blowers, not burners. Yeah, that's some old 1980s slang for giant murals on the train. As an amalgamated transit union, Local 308 union steward and elected delegate, I am declaring Howard Shop as an unsafe work zone. According to General Safety Rule number 40, when a representative of the CTA Safety and Compliance and Risk Management Department determines that any site on CTA property is unsafe, or any employee of the CTA, its contractors or subcontractors have failed to take prompt and decisive action to correct safety deficiencies identified at a work or other CTA site, the representative of the safety department shall have the authority to direct closure of the site and terminate work by employees, contractors, or subcontractors that secure the site. That's what I said. You clean up this shop right now, or we're calling the safety department and tell them to shut it down. And you're not going to cut our wages. You're going to pay us while you clean up this toxic, filthy, decrepit shame and stain on our city. a mechanic on the CTA rail cars, me and my coworkers are working with defective forklifts, elevators, turntables, and lift tracks. There is toxic waste from the wash track that is all over the western part of our basement. It is slippery, and it is so corrosive that it will corrode your own boots. You should see the tools that they give us to work on these multi-million-dollar trains. Some are absolutely useless. In some cases, we don't even get the tools that we need. We complain and complain. We ask and we ask. No, we're working on it. We don't have the money. We're working on it. We don't have the money. It's the same thing over and over, the same lies as you give your president of the CTA a goddamn 33% raise and we get nothing. In the stock room right over here, in our stock rooms, the stock room personnel are not being paid their nighttime premium as per Article 4.2 in the collective bargaining agreement. The Chicago Transit Authority is stealing money from the workers. The Chicago Transit Authority is stealing money from the workers. Article 4.2 says pay those people for the nighttime premium. No excuses. We don't have to change the contract. You lying scumbags. And we got a second chance program. It's a second class program. You're violating attachment O of the collective bargaining agreement, making these poor black and Latino men and women who have felonies on their record do work that they're not supposed to do unless they're full-time. On the front line, we have customer assistants in part-time positions who are paid so poorly. They are homeless. Homeless CTA workers. Shame on you, Chicago Transit Authority. Shame on you, Lori Lightfoot and Brandon Johnson. We're coming for you if you don't help us eliminate poverty at the Chicago Transit Authority. The CTA made a disgusting deal with our union presidents to let these part-timers work for 40 hours a week. And these poor people get written up for wearing an extra non-uniform sweater to stay warm, to avoid getting written up for not waiting 20 minutes in the cold during relief. One part-time customer assistant I met, she told me she got written up because she had to turn down overtime work that she previously agreed to. What was her reason for saying I couldn't do the overtime? Her 14-year-old daughter ran away from home and she had to find her. That goddamn manager wrote a black woman up, a single mother, wrote her up because she had to find her daughter who ran away. What kind of employer is this? How can the people in the city of Chicago tolerate this kind of injustice? There is no mercy from the CTA mismanagement, not one iota. In fact, some of them are so cold-blooded, they laugh at us when we fall in hard times, get assaulted, or hurt in their Stone Age death trap facilities. Ha ha ha! It's a joke to them when we get hurt. You're lazy and not working hard enough, they like to say. Well, screw you, and screw you, all you goddamn mismanagers, insulting us, calling us lazy. To hell with you. You sit in your chair and you decide who lives, who dies, who gets a job, and who doesn't. I'm not putting up with your crap anymore. And I will be out here every Friday until you stop harassing us and you follow the treat us with respect. The CTA is a backwards transportation agency, but we are the CTA workers, and we are not going to tolerate your disrespect anymore. And we will not tolerate your agents in the union office. We are going to weed them out and throw them out. And we are going to take their place. And we are going to take what we deserve. Don't get in the way of the truth. Have a nice day.